Good morning, ladies. Welcome to another episode, guys, of Monday Mornings with Steffani and Rozella. How are you two doing?
It's an early Monday morning for me. Stephanie's sick. Top of the morning to ya, folks.
Top of the morning to you as well. Well, we were chatting a little bit off camera about some stuff, and you guys had some questions. Let's start there, shall we?
Yeah. I had a question for you today, Seb.
Let's do it.
Because there were a few people there refinancing, how long after they refinance can they typically sell their home? Is there a rule for that? And tell us.
Well, the broader answer is it depends on their situation and their loan. So, owner-occupied people do not have any kind of a prepayment penalty on your loan because that's the regulations now. Cannot have a prepay on an owner-occupied loan. So you could get a loan and consolidate your debt and refinance and settle in on the loan. And then the day after the loan is closed, you go, by golly, I want to sell. And you could potentially sell your house and there would be no consequences to you whatsoever.
Oh,
Now, I will tell you, with me, the lender, there can be consequences because our loans get sold. And if they get sold and somebody refinances too early, they come back to me and they do what's called an early payoff penalty thing. But that's really rare. We don't get that very much. And you
okay.
don't need to worry about it as the borrower.
What does that cost you as a lender if that comes back on you then?
It varies, but it basically costs any commission and any compensation on the loan that we earned as a lender. We got to pay it back.
So it all just
It
depends
depends.
on the loan size and all the things.
Depends on lots of things. So
Okay.
now, if you were an investor, you can have a prepay. Now, Fannie Mae does not do prepay. So your Fannie Mae conventional kind of loan with no prepay, it's same situation as your owner occupied. You decide you want to sell or refinance again or whatever. You could do that and there'd be no penalty to you, the borrower, whatsoever.
Okay.
But you could have a loan with a prepayment penalty as an investor, and then you'd be faced with the prepayment penalty if you paid off the loan by either selling or refinancing within that prepay period. And that's significant. There are a couple different kinds of prepays. There's what's called step down prepays, and it depends on how long they are and all of that. But basically, they're like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's really common in the multifamily world. In the residential world, you can have that, or you could have a 3-2-1, which means you're going to pay 3% of the balance of the loan and interest as a prepay the first year, 2% the second year, 1% 3 year, and then it's gone.
Okay.
But the most common one is 6 months of interest on 80% of the balance of your loan. And those prepays last for anywhere from 1 to 5 years. So if you pay off within that 1 to 5 year period, you don't have to pay any penalty on 20% of the balance, but on the remaining 80%, you're going to pay 6 months of interest, which adds up. It's, $10, $12, $14,000 for a normal loan. So it's something you want to be aware of. That may have been
Good
more
answer.
than you asked for. Does that kind of answer your
No,
question?
it's good to know. So residential, you're good to go. Just double check with your lender, maybe possibly, just to make sure, but you should be as long as you're living in the home.
Yeah, that's the short version of all of that. Exactly.
Okay. Investor wise, there's some gray area. Check with your lender for sure.
Be aware. Be very aware.
aware.
And it's very clear. It's on the note. I mean, you're if you have a prepay, my investors who do loans, they sometimes choose a prepay versus not. And when you have a prepay, you know it because we make it very, very clear to you. If you're going to pay this loan off, it's going to cost you some money.
Right.
And yeah, we want them to know that so that they don't do something bad.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you.
All right. Any other questions, ladies? Or is that it for today?
I think that's it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys. Good to chat with you as always. You're looking good today.
Thanks. You're so kind.
I like you guys. Thanks so much. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.